Hello, my beautiful beings of light. I'm out here in the forest, and we've made it to the 21st of January 2021, believe it or not. And my hair is all disarrayed. I had my big huge hood on. It's actually kind of cold out here, but I was up at a ferry port before I came here, and the wind was so bad that I decided that I must come back down here to my little spot in this little like cove kind of thing here in the forest. So I came down here, and today I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Starchild Oracle Deck that I got for Christmas. And this deck is really surprising me, and it's a lot more because I love Oracle decks, and I'm always like collecting them and everything. And I never expected the gem that I got here with the Oracle Starchild deck, and I've been working with it intensively since Christmas. And I wanted to come in and I wanted to show you how these cards are working with me, and the only way I could do it is just to kind of show you what I do, like what happens when I'm working with the cards. And so I'm having a lot of fun with it. And so these are the three cards that I drew today. I drew the Indigo Child and Way of Pearls and Resolution. And I just want to go in a little bit before I start like reading out to you what I wrote, because I want to just like explain to you, like, this is what I'm going to read to you is not a collective read, but it kind of is. So I just wanted to read out like what happens when I start doing my journaling and what happens when I'm working with the cards, because I feel like I'm working directly with my guides and they're giving me the words, so I kind of just start automatically writing as I'm doing it. And so I'm going to share with you the first part of it, but I'm going to read out what is in here, because this one is the Indigo Child, and the Indigo Child, it brings transformational colors. This is what it's like, explaining what an Indigo Child is. And it says they fit into many different groups, but they're always aware of their own identity as someone who's with mission, who is on a mission on Earth. They use multidimensional abilities in practical ways, for example, to get clairvoyant information about people and about their environment. Do you know a child who challenges you, who wants to do things in a different way? This might be an Indigo Child, finding their identity through going against your flow. They have important work to do on this earth, and with their energy of transformation. The strong-willed Indigo asks for direction in subtle and obvious ways. Can you show them how to let go of the ego, how to work together in constructive ways? They might know how to collapse the old paradigm, while they are not sure yet how to replace it. Give them clues, even if they react against it. And it kind of like goes on. This is like if you're a child, right? And now this one is if you think that you're an indigo. It says, Dear one, do you feel like you are on a mission to change the world? Are you a system buster or a mover and a shaker? If this is you, then you have been placed within the 3D system for specific reasons, some of which might be beyond your current understanding. If you are wondering what your purpose is on Earth, attune to your heart to uncover the next step. You might be called to go certain places, to meet people, to start a new businesses, to build a community, to inspire people, to organize ceremonies, to bring people together that are from different walks of life. Have you felt opposed by the world at times? Know that the world changes naturally through your energy. Rather than starting a battle, find your natural flow of oneness, the flow of the Lemurian Starchild. Your vision for the new earth will manifest naturally and effortlessly. The mission that you are on might be something different from what you think it is. The idea of an outward mission is actually a reflection of your inner longing to be completely yourself, so that you bring change without any effort. And it says, are you a delegate or a messenger of sort? If you're feeling called to share a message, and you know that this call is coming from your heart and your light family, you will feel light rather than driven. You will feel expansion and joyful with no solar plexus magnets leaving you open to distractions. And then it says, dear one, in the old paradigm, you might have learned that fighting is the only way forward, that shouting, waving placards, and making impassioned speeches is the only way to be heard. Know, dear one, that you are not working alone, that there are many legions of angels speaking directly to the heart of those that you want to touch, and the message is being heard and is filtering through any remaining layers of resistance. And it goes on, and it just talks about like what an indigo child is. And so I just wanted to kind of like tell you that part of it before I went any farther. And so these are the cards I drew, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to read to you what my guides wrote in my journal for, it's like my own personal message, but I think that it could also help other people. And so that's why I'm going to be doing it together. So I got to hold the cards up. It's starting to rain, and I don't want it to rain too much. So this is the Indigo Child, right? It says, yes, Robin, there is no doubt that you are an indigo child on a mission to unlock the heart of others. Before you can do this, you need to fully break the chains that bind you and unlock your heart fully. You have done much to unlock the heart, and we want you to know we see you. You are doing a great job. Keep doing that which you are doing, and keep following your inner compass. You are in direct communication with us at all times, and we now need you to start following through on the next part of your mission. It's time to start telling your story about why you are here and what you have done to get to where you are today. It is important because many people will resonate and grow from the experience that you, I'm going to turn the page, that you have gone through. Many people will rise higher when they hear the story you have to tell. We want you to make sure that you tell the whole story, everything, even the times you felt rejected and depressed. People will feel your heart, and as they too have been through similar circumstances, it's the way you inevitably moved through these times that will help them the most. Because you will be a living example of how to move through the harder times in their lives, you are right on track. Seek the creative timeline and in all things you do. Your creativity will spark the creativity in so many lives. The light you hold will expand when you do this. And so this is what I got as guidance. They're telling me that it's time that I should start telling my story. Not to worry, because I actually was just getting ready to do kind of like that exactly. I was getting ready to write a story, and there was doubts coming in my mind because I was thinking, who wants to hear my story? This is boring. A journey of a star child. Like, what kind of like I'm going to be talking about all these things, and I just couldn't figure out why would anybody be interested in my story. And they're telling me here that I will help many by telling my story, because by showing what I'm doing, I'll be a living example of how to move through the hardest times. And so I hope I can like do this. I hope I can stand up to step up to the plate and actually follow through, because I've tried to tell my story many a times. I started writing, never got there. So I'm going to be writing it's not really, I guess it's an autobiography or a memoir type book, and it's going to be called The Journey of a Star Child, and I am getting ready to do that. I don't know how. I'm not going to worry about publishing or anything like that. All I'm going to do is just start writing it, and they're telling me it's time. Okay, so then the next part is called Way of Pearls. Okay, it says, follow the way of the pearls. which presents as a shining path of light that will lead you through any uncertain times you have. Let me start that all over again. We will lead you through any uncertainties. You have the ability, dear one, to use the crystal ball in a multidimensional way. You hold crystals very dear to your heart, and there is a reason for this. You decided before you came here that you would work with the crystals to help you remember and also to help you get through this lifetime. Turn the page. We now give you an etheric pearl that will enhance the connection to your heart, where you will find a bigger vision and purpose. Use this pearl to help you move through any discomfort or uncertain times. Go into your healing chamber and commune with this pearl. It will help you immensely, and we bestow this pearl to you for you to use anytime you feel the need to use it. It will give you resolution, insights, higher embodiment, and expression as the old timelines collapse. You have always been connected to the triangle, and you have always hoped and prayed for the highest best for everyone involved in any conflict. And then I got the next card, the resolution card. So this is kind of how they talk to me. This is how I know what they're trying to say to me, and they do it through the cards. And so the next one is about, it's called resolution, okay? And I just wanted to say, the pearl that they're talking about. It's an etheric pearl that they have given me, the Lemurians have given me, to use when I'm in my my healing chamber, when I'm in meditation, when I go within, and they want me to focus and work with this pearl, and that it's going to help me. And so that's what they're trying to tell me here. Okay? And so the next part is okay, so here we go. The next part. The phone was ringing. I hope it didn't ring through there. Okay, resolution. It says, Dear one, it is the time to end this crazy game that you have been playing. This game of fitting in and surviving. I do spend an awful lot of time trying to fit in, but I never have ever fit into this world. Never ever have I ever fit in. When I look back as a child and all the way through, I've always kind of like beat it to my own drum kind of thing, okay? And it says, now you are taken care of, know you are taken care of in all ways. And that's really pretty important to hear, because sometimes I worry about like if I'm going to be able to make ends meet and doing what it is that I'm doing. And I'm always, no matter what has ever happened in my life, I have always been taken care of. There's always been something. Now I've always been given what I need. Not always what I want, but I've been given what I need to survive. And your earthly existence is only a small wave in the ocean. Know that external circumstances do not have to define you in any way. The veils over you are dissolving in every breath you take. Choose to see the real reality and embrace the unconditional love that is all around you. See beyond the illusion to the true nature of who you are. This is your divine birthright. Open the doors. And so I just wanted to share this with you because I'm feeling like, as I'm working with this deck, I'm feeling like I'm opening up a whole new world and a whole new way of like communicating with my guides and my, everything. Like, it's really deepening, and this deck has really, really helped me as a really cool and really good tool. It's not that I wasn't connected before, but it's really deepening my connection. Yesterday, I decided that after I went for my walk, I decided that I needed to go and do a sound bath. And so I downloaded a sound bath from this lady that it was all about raising your vibration. And the sound bath, I put all the, so I went into my studio, and I kind of went into my own little healing chamber, and I laid down on my yoga mat, and I put Angel Aura and Azure on my forehead, and I put on my throat I had my normal crystals here, my Lemurian and then my Organite heart, but I also put a Labradorite there. And then I had my across my chest, up in my chest, I had my Lemurian crystal, and underneath it was my wounding pyramid that I had made. Jessie made it for me, and it had it's my wounding, my Chiron wounding. And then underneath that, I had the stone, Merlinite. I had the Merlinite. And then down at my feet, I had my grounding spear that I always use. It's a jasper. It's a red jasper spear that I have. And I laid with I laid there, and I put the healing bowl on, like the sound bath part. And all of a sudden, so much light started coming into my third eye. Like I was just I could see all this light coming in, and then when I got done with my sound bath, I pulled 3 of my cards, and then I was listening to Bonnie Bird's meditation that she did, because I helped Bonnie. I don't know if you guys have noticed Bonnie Bird. She's been putting up her weekly meditations, and I help her. I edit it, and I put music behind it, and I try to make them look pretty and everything. And so I've been helping Bonnie out, and so I was listening to her meditation, and in her meditation, she had this white eagle guy. I think it was a white eagle. I don't know if it was an Indian native white eagle. Anyway, showed up and introduced you. Brought 3 of your ancestors down, and to tell you something, to give you a message. And I had chose these cards from the Lemurian Starchild deck right before we went into that meditation, and they were about the Arcturians and the Syrian emissaries, and they were telling me that they're filling me full of, they were weaving some new activation or something. They were weaving in my DNA. They're weaving light throughout my whole DNA. And then there was a card there that was telling me that I was, that I needed to integrate it and embody it, what they just showed me, and that I wouldn't understand what it is that they were giving me right now, but that as I integrate it, I will start to understand the keys and the codes that came down. And then the Syrian emissaries were there to tell me that as soon as all of this weaving is done and all of this integrating is done, that I'll be like more excited and more aligned to start creating a new possibility and something new in my life. So that is kind of exciting. And then today I got those cards, and so they kind of build on each other. And so now they're saying, you know, like, it's time to start writing the story. And this is one of the things that I've been trying to get energy to do. I've been tired, and I've been going through a lot of grief with my parents passing, and with the fact that I wasn't able to be there with them, and with the fact that I was, the last time I saw them was like in 2019, and I had like this guilt because I didn't like contact them very much last year, because I think it was my coping mechanism. And I found out by listening to a friend that I have been grieving since I left my parents at the nursing home in 2019. And so it was like they were already gone, but they were still there. And then now I just had to work through the actual death, the actual time that they passed over. And so my mood has been kind of in and out and weaving and weird. And I really wanted to like start getting back to normal. And I know it's going to take time, but these cards are really, really helping me. And I have been spending a lot of time doing sound baths. I have been putting on I don't know if anybody knows, like the spinning the bowls, the bowls, and I think that they're helping me. I put them on in the middle of the night, and I have my little Bluetooth things that I got on in my ears right now. I put them on and I listen for, like, I just have them on in the nighttime while I'm sleeping, and I think that they're readjusting me, they're helping and changing my vibration. And then yesterday when I did the sound bath, that helped. And then another thing that they've been telling me, that they've been urging me to do, is to move my body, to move the energy, because there's so much there that needs to be released at the moment. So if anybody out there is going through grief, like I'm going through, these things might help you out a little bit. I don't know if you can find the sound baths. There's tons of different kinds of healing bowls and everything on YouTube, and maybe even if you have a bowl yourself. But I really like to be able to just lay down and just like allow it to like bathe over me, allow the sound to kind of go through me and do whatever it is that it needs to do to help out. So maybe that will help you. I don't know. So if you are seeing this video and it's on MeWe or on the YouTube channel or on Facebook, I just wanted to let you know that I have more video blogs that I do, where I do like I do on my YouTube channel. It's called Shine Your Light Network. And if you really enjoyed this conversation and you would like to go back and see some of the other inspiring video blogs that I did, and then I also do many conversations with other people around the world. I like to promote people who are shining their light out to the world. And so if you enjoy that and you want to like watch a little bit more of what it is that I do and just get to know me a little bit better, go on over to the Shine Your Light Network on the YouTube and check it out. And I'll also be putting a link in the description of this video. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, I would love it. I have 143 subscribers so far, and I started this channel about 9 months ago, and I think that's pretty good to have that many people subscribing you, and I really am enjoying it and enjoy every single minute about it.